They testified as to his adaptive skills. He could count money, his hygiene, the degree of hygiene, some of the self-care, and there was some evidence in the record to the otherwise. Well, that's the bottom line. You hit it on the nail. You got witnesses say one way, you have witnesses say the other way. Well, it's up to the judge to decide the credibility, not appellate courts in the federal system to revisit when there's evidence to support either side. And in this particular case, our expert was a member of the Board of Mental Retardation on the National Certification Board, and he was from North Carolina. He had never testified for the state. He had been successful in getting at least 7 individuals off death row in North Carolina, and he discussed over the years with all the mentally retarded individuals he saw. He never came across a mentally retarded person that would call a local newspaper and have a press conference, which Danny Lee Hill did in 1999. And a tape of that press conference where Danny discussed law was presented to Judge Curran. Also, he's never had a mentally retarded person, who generally are classified in the mentally handicapped or disabled, that they're just followers. Well, Danny Hill committed 2 crimes on women that he went to prison for, or the Ohio Youth Commission, alone. And also, the concern is that Danny Lee Hill is a follower. Well, Danny Lee Hill, if you listen to the videotape, stood his ground against the police. They couldn't lead him to say something or just follow what they said. Danny Lee Hill was very independent. The independence of Danny Lee Hill was in the record such that our expert never saw a retarded individual with these kind of adaptive skills, being streetwise, that when this crime was committed, he on his own went down to the police station, gave false information, and was trying to get a reward for solving the case. He did this on his own, walked down to a police station, and then he testified at a suppression hearing that he didn't know what a Miranda warning. Well, the judge got all kind of evidence of all the other times he was given Miranda warning. Danny Lee Hill said he didn't know what an attorney did. Now, when you looked at all the evidence, that was for the judges of Ohio. They did, and they went against Danny Lee Hill on this issue. And we believe the record supports the outcome, and it should be fought as any other case until, as I've said it before, justice is a journey. It doesn't end until it's done. It's not done until we get a chance to go to the Court of Appeals or the United States Supreme Court.